Hey, happy Sunday evening to you, wherever this finds you. I'm sitting here warming up with a cup of tea and pulling up a seat to sort of gather with you for this thought prep for the week ahead. Um, it's dark out, but earlier when I was taking a drive, the leaves are just popping, and I'll post on the page some images I took just of the brilliancy and the brightness of the colors. It just reminds me to directly address anything in thought that's waiting. Let me ask you a question about waiting. Is there anything going on in that thought of yours that is saying, I need to wait till I'm ready? Or the flip side of waiting, is there something in your thought that's saying, I'm not doing that until they do this? Maybe not in sports. Maybe you're just, pursuing that full steam ahead. And maybe in your business, you're pursuing your entrepreneurial or solopreneur role full steam ahead. But with people, specifically relationships, family, friends, colleagues, former colleagues, coworkers, former coworkers, an ex, a now, is there something about your thought with anyone that's saying, not quite ready to full on the love, or I'm not quite ready to forgive them. They need to do this. They need to apologize. They need to show me they're worthy of my thought and my love again, or I'm just not ready to dive in. Both of those seem like extremes. On the one hand, we're waiting. We don't feel real sure, or we don't feel quite ready to just be fully us. On the other extreme, the attitude of, nope, they've got to make the first move, or nope, I've written them off, or nope, they're out of my life, I've moved on. Whatever that is about, that's that other extreme of putting a brake on. The connection is this. When I stare at the leaves and see the vibrancy of the color, no matter who's waiting or not, that color's gonna pop. And no matter what is ready or not, autumn's gonna come. Winter's following it up. Spring's around the corner. And every time I look at an autumn tree, autumn leaf changing, I know that embedded in that precious tree are the seeds for sprouting spring's new beginnings, whatever that'll look like 6-7 months from now. So too in our thinking. Whatever we're feeling we gotta wait for, build up more courage for, build up more readiness to love for, or whatever we are waiting for to come to us, they've got to apologize. They did me wrong too many times. I'm putting this wall up. That's a false sense of us. It's not our true us. We want to flow with love. We want to exude no holds barred. We want to be, overflowing. And that's challenged every second by the reactions to that overflowing. There's so much in the world that wants us to harden up, get more discerning, toughen up our love. There's so much that wants to keep us small. There's so much that wants to build up these walls and isolate them and that. And you see it everywhere, relationships matter so much more than they ever have before, because we're getting in these virtual worlds that we live there. And it's easy to delete, and it's easy to unfollow, and it's easy to oust them, and it's easy to change your pitch overnight, and it's easy to start up a new startup and have new programs, and it's real easy to, shut out the folks that just aren't with it and aren't on that online anymore. And it's also easy to get in these conversations where we're, justifying everything that he did and she did, and that's why we're not talking to them anymore. But where's our nurturing of that color that wants to pop? That innate love that just wants to love. So I'm challenging sort of welcoming you to challenge yourself. Pay so close attention to both that extreme that doesn't feel ready to full on be love, or that other extreme that's just put the wall up and written them off. We can be love without vulnerability. We can be love without expecting the worst will happen. We can be love because it's our right to. We can be love without wondering or worrying what will happen to us as we do. Big hug. Till next week. This is Tree of thoughtbythought.net.